Hi y'all, and some of my regular subscribers already know I don't always get dressed to make videos, so I use these makeshift backdrops as my stand-ins because I don't feel like getting dressed every time I'm inspired to do a video. So here we go, people. I just wanted to share that I had an experience today that taught me a valuable lesson. Typically, I meditate every day in half an hour segments. I do normally about a half an hour in the morning and then another half an hour in the evening or the afternoon. Well, today I had an appointment and I let time get away from me and I unwisely left out of here without doing any meditation. So what had happened was I had an encounter today that did not overwhelm me. However, had I did my meditation, I would have been sharper in that particular engagement. So when I got in this afternoon and settled in, I did my afternoon meditation. And shortly after I got into that mode, it came to me from within. And the words were something like this: don't ever go out again without doing meditation. Make sure to do meditation before I leave out of this door. Now, that was my message that I got from my intuitive senses. So I am in no way telling other people that that is what you should adhere to as well. That was my lesson. And if it fits someone else and you find it suitable for you as well, then so be it. I'm just sharing what came to me. And I am definitely going to heed it because it came to me in a stern manner. I mean, like it was quite important. And I am definitely not going to disregard it because we have learned lessons as well, all of us, that when we disregard wise messages, the subsequent experiences are not pleasant. So I shall do that. Yes, people, I consider meditation to be vital. I just had no idea how important it was from the standpoint of not departing from here without doing it. But again, I would have been sharper in my encounter that I experienced today had I done that. And again, the experience did not overwhelm me. But again, lesson learned, point taken, and I am once again aligned. And also, I wanted to emphasize again, for those who are still trapped in places of fear in your mentalism, in your spirits, in your bodies, please seriously reconsider your stance on yielding to the fear practices, because no goodwill comes from engaging in such. You need to rid yourself of it, cast it aside, and replace it with things that can plentifully aid you in your forward progress, okay? And also, I put on Facebook today about whether witches and other metaphysical folks can become rusty due to lack of practice. It sort of reminded me of, say, for instance, pro ball players would not do practice before they had to suit up for the actual games. Could they be in game form if they skipped one or more practices? Likely not. They'd be rusty, more than likely. So can the same thing happen to folks in the metaphysical realms? Could we get rusty if we didn't practice some sort of metaphysics on the regular? And I'm not even sure what on the regular would amount to. Different people consider something regular at different levels, once a week, twice a week, every 2 weeks. Of course, we don't want to be consumed with the practices to the point where we pretty much neglect other things. There is balance, and I thank you, Belinda, for reminding us of that. Balances need to be in place. But it was a concern of mine because, again, you don't have to do spells every day or 4 and 5 times a week or rituals or something like that. But just some sort of exercise like candles and incense and crystal usage and engagement with your ancestors and so forth. I'm just wondering, do you all think that if those things aren't done on a regular basis, if the rustiness could creep in and affect some things and maybe even have some things to get into diminished modes. It's just a curious thing that came to me today. So, thank y'all for listening. Bye now.